Hello, my name is Henri and on this video we are going to talk about some investing. And especially regarding the week September 17th to September 21st of 2018. We made some predictions on 16th and 17th of September, and on this video we're going to look how did we do in this financial week. And of course we're going to look about the week in general. So the predictions on 16th and 17th September were made about Bitcoin futures, S&P 500 futures, OMX 25 Helsinki index, crude oil and gold. And now we're going to look how did we do on this financial week. First, I would like to mention that this is not financial advice. I trust you that you will make your own financial decisions and take the responsibility, especially the responsibility of your own actions. Throughout the years, during the years, you will be in a much better situation when you trust yourself and you learn to make your decisions on your own. You can always use people, professionals around you who can tell you how they would approach the market. But I trust you to make your own decisions and take the responsibility. Okay, let's look at what we had on this week. September 17th to September 21st on 2018. And on this week I predicted that it was going to be a choppy week, sideways week, and as we know, the sideways weeks are very hard to predict. Usually what the sideways week means is that there are the bottom prices of the week, let's say 4 or 5 days. They're bottom prices and they are at the same level. And they are the upper prices and they are at the same level. Let's say the lower level is at 1,000 euros and the upper level is 1,000 euros and 10. So on a sideways week, usually the prices bounce from the 1,000 to the 1,010 and they bounce from the 2,010 to the 1,000, and this goes on and on. And the sideways week usually creates opportunities for especially the professionals to trade because they know how it's happening. But the question is usually that when the sideways movement stops, and this is very important because when the sideways movement stops, usually like I give you in my example, the 1,000 breaks or the 1,010. Either one of those breaks, then it means the sideways movement is over and now starts the next movement, which is either up or down. You should always be careful to watch those levels when the sideways movement ends. And this always means that now it's time to change your approach to the market. Okay, so I predicted the sideways movement for the S&P 500 futures. I thought about that first we would go down and then on midweek we would get better, so to speak, so the market would go up. So that was correct. Both of those predictions were correct. And I predicted the sideways movement was the movement for the markets all the way. Well, that prediction lasted till Wednesday, and on Thursday and in the morning we got an upper movement, so now we broke that sideways movement. So the sideways movement was for 3 days. And Bitcoin futures, there was sideways movement for Bitcoin futures as well. Early I predicted that the Bitcoin price would go to 6,100 to 6,330. That was the level where I predicted it to go. It did go to $6,164, which was correct. And then I predicted that after that it would go up to 6,600. That was also correct prediction. Then when it came to crude oil markets, there was sideways movements expected as well. The early week, my prediction was a sideways movements between 68 and $70 Well, the market was more upbeat. The 68 was there, 68 and 27 was the lower so-called band where the market would create bottoms like I explained earlier. But the upper band was on 71 and $77. So it was more of an upbeat week for crude oil. But sideways movements was there as well. And then when it comes to the OMX 25 Helsinki index, I predicted it to be an upbeat week. Much more than the, let's say, compared to the S&P 500 futures. The upbeat week it was. And I predicted it that the index would go to $4,320. And it did. What about gold then? Sideways week? Yes, sir. I predicted it to be a sideways week. And what it was very much of a sideways week because the opening price for the week was 1,200 and the closing price for the week was 1,203. So $3 different. It can be more of a sideways week than that. So I predict also that closer to the midweek we would get a bottom and then up, and we did. But as you will probably know if you have been in the markets, let's say that you know what is a sideways week. It is very hard to predict, but you will get better in time. Just be patient with these movements. Okay. If you want something to remember about this video is that sideways week is usually for professionals. If you're just starting out, then it would be the time when you're not in the market. Yes, because sideways week is usually very hard to predict how it's going to happen. But it's also possible that you'll be the one person who will just crack the sideways week. It could be you. Well, I'll challenge you to be that. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on Google Plus and Twitter. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned some new things. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice weekend and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. When I should make love, do you feel the same? Love.